Welcome to the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us as we look back on the Lakers' win over the Memphis Grizzlies in dominating fashion, 128-112. The Lakers in complete control of this game, taking Game 1 on the road as they now take a 1-0 series lead. Let me go over some statistics for you from this game. How about Rui? What a night for him. 29 points as he was spectacular for this Lakers team. Antony Davis had 22 points and 12 rebounds. Did suffer an injury. We'll have more on that coming up in just a bit. LeBron with 21 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double for LBJ. 23 points for Austin Reeves, the Oklahoma Sooner, with a very good showing. And then 19 points from D'Angelo Russell as well. This was the first time, folks, since 1988 that the Lakers have had 4 players with 20 points or more in a playoff game. Just a really good showing all the way around from the Lakers to begin this series and get this thing started off on the right foot. So, folks, get in that comment section for me. Hello to the win column. Spam W in the comments for that Lakers win. Let's celebrate and enjoy this one for your LA Lakers as they get this thing started on the right foot. We got more to get to on the injury front and a complete recap and look ahead to the rest of this series in just a moment. But before we get to that, though, spam W in the comments section to celebrate that Lakers victory. Get all those W's in there, and we'll continue with today's show. So Antony Davis, he left Game 1 with an injury to his right arm. And, in fact, if you were watching on the TV broadcast, you could even hear him say, talk about the pain that he was feeling in his right arm. But the good news for Laker fans, he did come back in this game and pulled off a pretty solid performance with 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists, even with the injury he suffered. Here's more from Woj describing this injury that he dealt with. Lakers star Antony Davis is believed to have sustained a stinger on his right arm, but is still undergoing testing. Sources tell ESPN he hurt the shoulder late in the second quarter of Game 1, but he did return. So that was good for the Lakers to have Antony Davis come back, even with the injury that he suffered there. So we'll continue to evaluate it. If we get more updates on this injury, we'll let you know. But the good news for the Lakers, though, that he did come back in, and he still played well in this victory for Los Angeles. What's your one-word reaction to the Antony Davis news? I think all of us get a little hesitant, right, when we talk about Antony Davis and the injuries of what this all means for the Lakers and this situation. We've seen these injuries one too many times when it comes to Antony Davis. I think we all get a little skeptical, right? My one word would be nervous, right? Not again, right? I hope that this is something that he can move on past from, that he's okay. What is your one-word reaction? Let us know in the comment section below what your one-word reaction is to the injury to Antony Davis. Folks, this is why you subscribe. Look, when it comes to the playoffs, when it comes to all the happenings with the Los Angeles Lakers, we got you covered, as we're going to do a weekend to bring you LA Lakers news and rumors and the run through the playoffs. We're going to be covering it here on the channel. We got it. All the Lakers content you could ever want or need, it's all right here on the channel. So if you haven't already, if you love the Los Angeles Lakers, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now today. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. YouTube.com/@LakersTV to subscribe today for free. Doesn't cost you a thing. Subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. So let me go over some things that you need to know from this Lakers victory of what they pulled off today. Let's break these down one by one. Let's start with Rui having his best game as a Laker. It was a breakout performance, and you know, when you talk about the playoffs, you always have to have another guy step up, somebody that you're not used to seeing necessarily of stepping into the mold of being that additional X-factor player of some sorts. And Rui looked like that with his best game as a Laker with 29 points. And I think the big thing I take away from him was he was so smart with his shot selection as well, going 11 of 14 from the field, 5 of 6 from three-point range. A really good afternoon for Rui of what he was able to put together. Austin Reeves going off in the fourth quarter. Austin Reeves with a really good performance, 23 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point range. Austin Reeves really coming into his own. I think Laker fans have to like what they've seen from Austin Reeves, and this is certainly a good start to this playoffs for him. And, coming big in the biggest moments of this game, to play like he did in the fourth quarter, that's a really good sign for Los Angeles and Austin Reeves as far as the rest of this playoffs run goes. Now, one more note. Ja Morant, the star for the Memphis Grizzlies, we talked about the Antony Davis injury. He also had an injury himself on his hand and his wrist. The X-rays, though, on Ja Morant, though, came back negative. So it looks like that won't be an issue for Ja Morant, that we should still see him for that Memphis Grizzlies team, no problem, that he should be out there. So those are some of the big takeaways, some of the big storylines from this game one of the LA Lakers, of what they were able to do. So kind of recap one more time for you of those three things. We'll go back over it before we end today's show. But here's what I want to look at here real quick as far as the schedule goes. The Lakers, Game 2, they'll have a few days off. These NBA playoffs, they try to stretch it out as much as possible. Game 2 will take place coming up against Memphis on Wednesday. That'll be at 4:30 Pacific time from the FedEx Forum in Memphis is when that next game will take place. And then the series from there will head to Los Angeles for the Lakers, of when they'll try to continue this thing going, and we'll see where things go from there. But next game in Memphis coming up on Wednesday. So to recap, before we get out of here today, of the things that you need to know from today's performance, Rui with just a really good performance. His best game as a Laker. Austin Reeves going off in the fourth quarter. And then Ja Morant, the injury, X-rays negative on the hand and the wrist for him there. So with Game 2 coming up on Wednesday, the Lakers leading the series. They stole one. They needed to do what they had to do in Memphis. Now you head back to Los Angeles. What's your prediction? Tell me in the comments section how you think Game 2 is going to go. Give me who you think is going to win the game and also the score as well. Tell us in the comments section below. Also, you can hit me up on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I'm also on Facebook as well. Typically, I'm talking NFL, but hey, you know what? Always pleasure to step in and talk about the Lakers as well. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live, and I'll see you sometime soon here on the Lakers Report. We got you covered. Stay tuned to the channel.